In 2006, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf made history by becoming the first female president in all of Africa. Her inauguration was seen as a huge victory, not just for women, but for people who believed in change for Liberia, a country torn apart by civil war. Well, now President Sirleaf tells her story in This Child Will Be Great, memoir of a remarkable life by Africa's first woman president. President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, it is so nice to have you here, Madam President.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you very much. And I love the title of this book. It stems from when you were just a few days old. Your mom says that a gentleman came by to see her and you, and congratulate her, and said that he said, looking at you, that this child will be great. Was this something that stuck with you throughout your life?
Stuck with me, although throughout my life I can't say that we thought that prediction would come true. With all the ups and downs that I experienced. But it was a prediction, and ultimately we begin to look for that. Maybe somewhere in my own psyche I was striving to make the prediction come true.
That you knew it could come true?
Well, I felt I could work for it, but it hasn't come yet. I keep saying that greatness will come when my country, Liberia, is finally on the irreversible road for peace and development, and that's what I'm striving to achieve.
Well, it's been 3 years since you've become president. How have things changed in Liberia, especially for women, a country that, for women, it had been very difficult in previously?
Things have changed considerably. We've put forth our development agenda. We're trying to make sure we get our priorities right. We're building a new army. We're opening up our growth sectors, our mines, our forestry. We're getting our infrastructure fixed, the roads, bringing water and light back that haven't been in the country for 14 years of the Civil War. We're trying to get our civil society participating in everything we do, and more importantly, education.
You have been a person who's been outspoken and have been for a long time, but it cost you. You had to spend time in prison. You were under house arrest. Looking back, what did you learn from these experiences?
I learned that if one is willing to be committed and to stay the course, you can achieve what you want. If one has the courage of their conviction, you can excel. One must be prepared to take the consequences, but just remain focused and keep trying to excel in everything that you do.
You represent hope and change for your country. A lot of people have talked about it. You talked about hope and change in your run for the presidency. And so a lot of people draw the parallel between our own newly elected president, Barack Obama. Do you see some parallels there?
I hope so. I think he also has been talking about change, and that means that taking a society from where you find it and where you meet it and trying to move it, trying to transform it. We're trying to do that. Our situation perhaps much more complex with no institutions functioning as we inherited it, but his much broader, even though the institutions are here. But the advocacy for change is something that I believe in, and I'd like to hear President Obama talk about that.
Have you gotten to meet him yet?
I haven't yet met him. I'm still looking forward to that. But I like everything he's doing and the changes he's introducing and doing them very fast, I must say. That's going to make a big difference in this country, and I hope that the changes we're trying to bring in our country will also lead to a transformed society in which equity, equal opportunity, social justice belong to everybody who feel they have a stake in their society.
Well, it's a fascinating read and one that's very inspirational. Madam President, thank you so much for being with us.
I thank you for having me here.
And again, the book is This Child Will Be Great.